At last, a competitive game in the Conference League, but we still overcame. So welcome to Heidenheim 0, Chelsea 2. Well, after men against boys for most of this competition, we actually came up against a half decent team. I say half decent. They were more competitive than a lot of the teams that we've played in the past, and they gave us a decent game. And on a better day, they could have scored a few goals. On a better day, we could have scored a few more. There's quite a few one-on-ones. I think they've been watching Timo Werner, their strikers, because they don't know how to stay onside. None of them. I think they must have been out offside about 10 times this game. Did our defensive line get it right, or didn't they have any clever runners? Probably a bit of both. So, yeah, but I was surprised actually when I saw he was travelling to this game, because I thought, because Heidenheim are probably the best team that we're going to play in the groups phases, and we didn't take any of our proper midfielders. So Moses Caicedo was left at home, as was Enzo Fernandez. So we left the midfield off Dewsbury Hall and Cassidy, who played in the midfield, and if you include also Vega, who dropped into to form a midfield three, so he didn't really have to do any defensive duties on that left-hand side. Our passing was pretty good, to be fair, but it was our finishing, as I said, and the main culprit of that was Guiyu. And I'm sorry, I know he's 18, so we have to give him time, but do I rate this guy? I'm not quite. Yeah, he's got showed some good runs. I always said he's decent at pressing the ball. He's willing, but as a striker, you need to be able to know how to finish. And his shots were very weak or very rushed. And he had at least 3 gilt-edged chances that he didn't put away. So he needs to improve that aspect of his game if he wants a future at this club. A loan deal would do him good, I think, but he's not ready yet. He's not ready for first team football. Badiashile had another decent game, I thought. Dewsbury wasn't, although he made one of the goals, or was instrumental in one of the goals, I don't think he was great, to be honest. And again, he's another one who kind of looks a little bit out of his depth in this company. And Cuckoo, I hope he's not too badly injured. He went off, but he's the one who shows a bit of class. One brilliant run, which nearly ended in a goal. And yeah, but he's used to play in Germany before, so he had a decent performance. Jadon Sancho on the right, I thought was really good as well. Mudryk, although he scored that goal, I thought he was a bit hit and miss today. 1 or 2 bright moments, but a couple of dodgy moments for him as well. So it was a bit of a hit and miss game for him. And Vega, I thought, looked pretty decent. So there were some okay performances today. But the main thing is that we got the job done against a resolute team who had the home backing, the crowd backing on them. And if we sort of talk about the main points in the game, first of all, we had a penalty shout when Modric went down. But for me, I've got to be consistent. If I said that the one against Leicester was not a penalty, then I can't really say that this one was a penalty neither, because it's the same similar thing where the guy just sort of stood his ground, may have put out his leg a little bit, but it wasn't enough to draw it a penalty. And fair play to the referee, actually, who went to the went to the monitor and kept his decision. I want to see some more bravery like that in the Premier League, actually. So so I think we went in at the first half. I can't remember when we scored. Was it 0-0? Yeah, 0. And Cuckoo scored. Good goal, and that's what he gives you. He's a great finisher, and I thought he didn't do his arm. He didn't do his chances any harm. Apart of, obviously, I don't know how bad this injury is, but he should have scored a second actually when he went one-on-one with the goalkeeper. He had 2 one-on-ones actually. One he tried to dink over in the first half, and one when it was 1-0 where I think he was carrying the injury then, so he didn't have that pace to get away from his defender after a fantastic ball by João Felix. And that was a brilliant move, ended with a brilliant ball, and he should really score. The goalkeeper made 2 or 3 good saves for them, to be fair. and they had a couple of chances. They had a couple of scares. They scored, which was offside, rightly ruled out for offside, and a couple of other chances. Had they gone in, it would have been offside anyway. And then another good move was and a fine finish by Mudryk. As I said, he's kind of found his feet in this competition. This is kind of the level, so he needs to push on and prove that he can do it against better opposition. So it was a match against two unbeaten teams in the Conference League, and now we've beaten probably one of the best teams in the Conference League with a lot of our second string team. So when the competition gets into the group stages and we're bringing in the likes of Cole Palmer and people like that are coming back in, then it's going to be a bit messy for the rest of the opposition. I say after every review, this competition is ours to lose. I love being in this competition. A lot of people don't like it, but I love being in this competition because what it's doing, it's giving these fringe players a chance to prove their worth. It's giving them something to play for this season, and it's giving the younger players a run out. It's good to see the youngsters coming on towards the end. Obviously, they couldn't risk bringing them on earlier because the game was still on the knife edge. But once it went 2-0, there was a run out for Raki and Tyreek George. So there was good run outs for those guys as well. So that's good to see that he's utilising some of the younger players. Hopefully Acheampong can come in because apparently he's back training with the first team. So there's talk about there's been a breakthrough in his contract negotiations, and we probably do need him in the next game because there's going to be no Disasi. He picked up a card, so he's out of our next game. There's going to be no Casadai because he got a red card at the end. Thought he was a bit unlucky to get that red card, to be honest. It was a nothing challenge. It was okay, he broke up play, but was it worthy of a second yellow? And with in the last minute of a game, I don't think it was enough to get him a yellow. So I really think he was unlucky to get that red card, actually. So there will be some changes needed for the next game. I think we got Estonia, is it? So we should really be beating them, followed by, I think, Shamrock Rovers. So those two games should be gimmies anyway. So, guys, what do you think of the game? Were you happy with the result? Do you think we should have got more out of the game? Defending, what do you think about that? Was it a bit dodgy at times? Let me know in the comment section below. And as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on all post notifications so you'll be notified every time I make a new video. So until next time, take care and I'll see you later.